Let's talk Civil War trailer.
All right.
Kind of came out of nowhere on Jimmy Kimmel before Thanksgiving. They had Chris Evans and they had Robert Downey Jr. come out, and then they came out with it. For a first trailer, it's a pretty long trailer. It's not just a teaser. It's over 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting for a first trailer, being that there'll probably only be a second one that'll probably come out, I'd say, around early February, 2.5 months before the movie comes out, and late April is coming out, something like that. I'm stoked.
Yeah, I am too. It looked great. I don't want to see any more than what it showed, but that was a good trailer. It really kind of... It does show how different it's going to be from the comic. Just like it's Civil War in name, just like Age of Ultron was Age of Ultron in name. But this is going to be interesting, and what I think is going to be most interesting, because I have faith in the Marvel writers, is what they're going to do with the basic concept of the story without it being... Because it seems like it's going to be a more contained storyline, whereas the actual Civil War storyline expanded into all aspects of Marvel.
Yeah, this isn't going to be 80 heroes, it's going to be 12.
They obviously can't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in seeing what they do. And I think it looked pretty damn good.
Yeah, I think it's obviously going to... Black Panther is the biggest reveal of this trailer, that he's in there. He looks great.
Yeah, he does.
It looks fantastic.
His costumes always look fucking awesome.
Yeah, his costumes look almost like... I hate to say it, he's like a BC character. You wish it was on an A character, how good that costume is. It's fantastic.
Yep.
So it's going to sort of piggyback off of, I guess, well, it wasn't in... Where is he from in the Marvel Universe? What's his...
Wakanda?
Oh, okay. That wasn't what was in Age of Ultron, was it? Or was it South Africa?
No, it was.
Was Wakanda?
Yes, yeah, Wakanda.
Okay. So that makes more sense, because then it's going to piggyback off of that disaster that they tore down skyscrapers and stuff, and Tony Stark was trying to mitigate loss of life. He even says it. Let's go over there. There's less people, blah, blah. So something bad's going to happen in the beginning of this movie where another disaster happens. Then they're going to force him to crack down and have some sort of generalized authority over the Avengers and register.
Right.
It wasn't clear about the registration of the heroes, but it's assumed that it would be assumed.
They have not made that clear. However, they have made clear that the general story arc is going to follow the general story arc, as in starts with tragedy, leads to separation.
Sure. General Ross is back from Incredible Hulk, which is great to see him again back. To tie in that movie again, remember that was a Marvel Universe. That was the second one, the Incredible Hulk from 2008. So that's tied in, at least with General Ross being back from that. And then you have your two teams. They did not show Ant-Man in the trailer, but he's confirmed to be a decent-sized part. And the other big thing was no Spidey in the trailer, which I agree with. Leave him out for now.
No, he's going to be and that's why I don't want... I'm afraid they'll put him in the other trailer.
They're going to show him.
I want his reveal to surprise me in theaters.
I would hope that they're going to show maybe 5-10 seconds of him in the trailer, but they're not going to show...
I mean, obviously, people who are just used to trailers, sure.
They've already cast Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. So that tells you that this will not be just a cameo.
No.
There will be a side storyline of Spider-Man woven into this.
I think I said it to you before. I expect Falcon to be upped in presence in this movie. Sure. And I expect
versus Civil War. He had a pretty big part in Civil War.
You mean...
Winter Soldier.
He did, but I mean, he was in and out. I expect him to be more prominent, and I expect people like Black Panther... I don't know which one. Black Panther or Spider-Man to kind of fill a Falcon-type role. I think they're both going to have fairly decent, impactful moments in the movie.
Yes. I think from the trailer you can infer that Black Panther has... He's on one side, maybe at one part of the movie, maybe he crosses over, maybe he does his own thing, maybe he's just trying to defend his kingdom. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know yet even... We know that Baron Zemo is going to be in this movie.
Right.
Crossbones is going to be in this movie. So it's not just the heroes versus each other. There's going to be other stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be like, I hate to predict how long these movies are going to be, but I can't see this being shorter than 2.5 hours.
No,
with all
it's
stuff.
going to be like 2.5, and if I had to guess, about an hour and 45 minutes, something's going to happen that's going to reluctantly pull them together and bring them against.
You think so?
I mean, and that's my only issue, is because while this does. I liked the Civil War storyline, and I think this is going to be a very good movie. I'm almost worried that it could potentially be two Avengers, like in that they're always fighting with each other, and then at the end there's going to be a common ground.
I don't know. I think this could be one of those ones that gets worked out in between, but then there's still there's still bad blood between them, and who knows. I do not see Captain America being killed at the end of the movie. I think that'd be a huge mistake, especially especially with the Infinity Wars coming up and everything else.
Well,
and Chris, I think Chris Evans has kind of changed his mind on the character from what he's been saying, that he wouldn't mind playing the character more and acting more. So we'll see what happens. It'd be a shame.
People need to
Plus,
most people don't realize that Captain America did not die at the end of Civil War. He died immediately after, but after.
Plus, these movies are huge. Winter Soldier did huge business. People forget.
That's one of my favorite action movies in years. That movie just.
I think people. I mean, let's put it this way: Warner Brothers was so scared when they announced the release date. Remember, Batman v Superman was supposed to be the same. They pushed it up.
Yeah.
Not afterwards. They pushed it before to make sure people saw their movie, because they saw the business that Winter Soldier did. Winter Soldier did huge business. People were not expecting. It went like more than double what the first Captain America did.
Yeah.
People weren't expecting that because it was just so goddamn good. I mean, it just was.
It's an extremely tight, nearly perfect package of an action movie.
Yeah. Besides being a superhero movie,
superheroes or not.
Yeah, you could just say it's a pure action movie with like a thriller aspects thrown in.
Yep.
That it's so good. So we're looking at a big year next year. I mean, I know you don't like Batman v Superman, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But you have that, Civil War. The new X-Men movie is probably going to be good. Apocalypse. Then you have Doctor Strange, which will probably be a mind f of a movie.
I can't wait for that one. That's the one I'm most looking forward to.
I think it's November. They push back to November.
Yeah.
You have that next year. So. You're going to have another Star Wars movie at the end of next year. You keep forgetting about these other Star Wars movies coming out. And I'm probably even forgetting ones that come out next year. Oh, Deadpool in February. We keep forgetting about Deadpool, which will probably be entertaining. All this stuff
should be amusing.
I mean, we're not at the burnout point yet for superhero movies, but we're at at least the peak of them trying to realize that these can't be cash-ins; they have to be good stories and entertaining.
Yes.
And Disney realizes that after they took over with Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy, that we have to put out quality movies that maximizes our profit. These have to be good movies.